All right, I'm just gonna call the Sebago Budget Committee meeting for, it's Wednesday, March 11th to order. Letitia, would you mind doing a roll call?
Merle Carnes.
Here.
Rich Van Cooley.
Here.
Ann Farley.
Here.
Karen Wiles.
Here.
John Calarese.
Absent.
All right, so we had, the minutes were submitted by Karen from the February 25th meeting. That was the last time we met. Does anyone have any proposed changes on that? I looked them over a couple days ago. They look
I did
pretty
add
good.
something. Of course, I didn't print it. There was clarification for something. Nope, I can't find it. Never mind.
Okay.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes as written.
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Did we get a second on that?
It's Merle.
Okay.
All righty, and then we had old business, general government, admin, benefits, and GA were moved to the bottom of the schedule. I think we're gonna see how tonight goes.
Okay.
And then if we can get to it, we'll get to it. If we can't, that's fine. We do have a number of organizations we have to take a look at before we get to that. We're also going to be reviewing the bylaws at our next meeting. So everyone here on the committee does have a copy of the bylaws. So please do take a look at those and try to propose some changes at the next meeting if you can, if you do have any. Next, we have new business. Jim is here from Public Works. So Jim, I'm gonna ask you to start us off tonight, and you can just give us a brief overview of the numbers and any changes that we're seeing based on a year-to-year basis.
Jump in the hot seat.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose I'm gonna jump in the hot seat, I guess.
Either way, you'd be closer to the camera, you know.
No, I don't care.
Your beautiful face.
My beautiful face, yeah, okay. Oh. I kept most of it the same.
Yep, as last year.
Yep. I've added a little bit here, just took away a little bit there. To try to compensate for what I added. I added 5,000 to road maintenance, which is basically it's gravel and, you know, all the stuff that deal with the maintenance of the roads. Added another 2,000 to cotton edges because of the tariffs. Cotton edges went through the roof because most of our cotton edges are carbide, and the carbide comes from Canada.
Okay.
So, yeah. A cutting edge that we run little 1 foot sections that contour the road real well, and they save quite a bit on road maintenance during the winter. They went from like 140 a section to 215.
Okay,
So they went up almost $100 a section.
you're right.
So, I mean, that was the reason for jumping that up. Went up another 10 on salt because every year it seems to go up $10, $15 a ton, and I mean, to be able to keep up with it.
Yeah.
This year's been a bad year, and I can tell you right now, we're gonna be over on it.
No, yeah, it looks like it.
A question, where do you get your salt?
Yeah, we go through, GP cog, which is the Greater
Oh.
Portland thing, and I put in for them, and I put in for the state to see who would come up with the lowest price on the salt. They were within 25 cents of each other this year. So I stayed with GP Cog because that's who we've always stayed with.
Yeah, okay.
And so we stayed with them. I mean, the state was actually getting their salt from the same place. They were getting it from Morton.
Right,
So, but this year has been very tough on salt because it's not a salt shortage. We've had so many events
right,
that they burned up all the reserve that they had.
yeah, even the small events.
Yep, even the small ones. We've had, off the top of my head, I looked the other day and I think we're up to like 39 or 40 events this year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so,
those little 1-inch storms are what kill us.
no, I know, because you have.
You get a 1 or 2 inch storm that lasts you 4 hours or 5 hours. Well, you're putting out almost as much material with those as you are a big 8-inch storm.
Right, well, if you don't, you're gonna have fire
Wrecks and
and
everything
EMS
else, and so
complaining
we're,
too,
yeah.
So, Jim, I'm just looking at this year, I know we had so many events, it's been a typical winter for Maine, I would say, and we haven't had one in a couple of years, but
Yeah.
we're at 168.4 for this year, and then you had 155, which is 10 grand above what we had last year. Do you think that's enough there? For the salt?
I think so. I mean, I'm not gonna be that far over.
That's true.
I mean, salt wise, I just got another load, or I got another load coming. It'll be 10, basically another 10,000, which, I mean, might put us over 20 grand.
Right,
But like I said, it's been such a year that, plus I'm gonna put out our sand bid a little earlier this year. When we put out the sand bid, to have somebody bring it in, put it up and all of that. Because it takes us, if we do it ourselves, it takes us almost 2.5 weeks. And we still have to haul it, we still have to hire trucks to haul it because we can't haul it all ourselves.
right,
Their price went up $20,000 for, between this year and last year on their sand. Last year was like 30, I think it was 31,000. And this year, when we got the bill, it was almost the same amount of sand, and it was 53,000.
that's, yeah, a big jump.
So that's, yeah, that puts a hurting on it, but I've got I went through the salt sand contract and kind of tweaked it a little bit here and there, and I'm gonna try to put it out in July and give them 2 months to get me a number back.
Right,
This way here, they've got plenty of time to look at it and address it, and this way here, we'll hopefully have a good number before we get ready to put it up in October.
okay. The only other, like, really big overage, and I know everyone's been experiencing this, but the electricity, for the transfer station looked like it's already at 227%.
Yeah,
It's only really $1,000 over what we projected,
yep,
but,
all of them are, cause even I was looking at, and I didn't happen to notice it when I was looking at it earlier, sorry about that.
no, that's fine, but do you
No, but
think,
I mean, like even here, the gym, all of them are over at least $1,000.
no, of course, yeah. I mean, 100% increase at least.
Yeah,
So I'm just wondering, should we try to stay with the numbers we're seeing now, because I can't foresee the rate commission approving a decrease.
I don't either.
Ever going down.
So, I just wanna be a little safe, safer
Yeah,
in the future.
I mean, cause town hall, I mean, is up almost 300%.
Yep,
And they're using that a lot.
they're using it, yeah.
Yes. I mean, town garage, we're at, 167%.
Yep,
So I mean, yeah, but we just got that massive rate increase too, so that didn't help any
No, of
with us
course.
trying to predict it.
right,
I mean, the only thing I could think of is if I know it's not in here, but if we went and put $1,000 on each one of them, it would look maybe a little bit better next year.
yeah, that's just what I'm thinking,
You know,
give a little more.
it would make it look not as bad.
Right, All right, so besides, I saw in solid waste, we had an electricity line with, it's 06, 05, 03. You have your own electricity line.
Yeah, Public Works has its own,
Yeah, I'm just not finding that.
It's,
22,
Okay,
05, 03. They're all gonna be all 05, 03.
right.
Solid waste is 06, the garage is 22, town office is 16, and town hall is 14.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So every one of those is, got their own utilities.
Yep,
We did get the extra solar array back up and running.
Oh, that was down?
Yeah, one of the sections was down. Actually, Phil Lowe had been monitoring it, and he happened to notice it and brought it to Michael's attention, and it was an inverter, and I think they were actually still under warranty or something, because they came and fixed it, and I'd never seen a bill for it.
oh, that's good.
So I go in, I try to go in once a week and look and make sure everything's still functioning. This time of year, it's hard to tell because of the snow. One day you'll look at it and there won't be anything, and next day you look at it and it'll be producing. Because the snow slid off of it
and where is that located?
on top of the salt shed
Okay, so that should be under your thingy. Okay.
as a credit. Yeah, if it came in, if a bill came in, I would have seen it, but I didn't see it. No, that was something I had mentioned to Michael too, about possibly looking at, talking to somebody about putting an array on the old dump.
Oh, a solar array,
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, that's what, 5 acres, I think they're wide open land that we can't do anything with it.
Are you,
Right.
Yeah, I talked to
are you able to do it?
Yeah, DEP said they can, because now they make a system where the stuff actually just sits on top,
Yeah,
and they put concrete blocks on them
yeah,
to hold them so they don't penetrate the liner.
yep,
So, I mean, it was a thought to help possibly offset electrical. I don't know what it would cost or anything, but it was something that was mentioned at one point. I had mentioned it to him about it, and I did talk to the lady from DEP, and she said there's a bunch of them doing that now because
yep.
it's basically, it's useless land. You can't do nothing with it.
Yeah, you can't build. Jim, do you know, has there been a change to the tipping fee contract? I know last year we only agreed to a 1-year contract.
No,
No,
it was actually a 3-year contract, and it was I think it was a 5% increase every year.
Year over year? Okay, yeah, because I
Yeah.
saw there was a
I did.
$10,000 increase there.
Yeah, because of the tipping fees,
Okay,
and right now, we're actually pushing, where is it? It's right here somewhere. I just saw it just a second ago.
75%.
Yeah, and we still got basically 3 months to go.
yeah, we're about right on.
But what I wanna do is, I was talking to, me and Fred Fortier and, have been talking, and I talked to Michael about it, and I'm gonna make a suggestion to, yeah, John about it. Yeah, names are slipping me. We can haul our bulky waste to Naples, and they'll charge us the same contract price per ton, but it saves us $325, well, probably $275 every time we haul it ourselves, because you gotta figure in us paying for the guy, the fuel, da-da-da. But they're charging us $325 every time they pick a can up.
Right.
Is there any
So-
stipulation in your contract?
Nothing.
Okay.
We went and looked at that already,
Yeah.
and I talked to the salesman, the
Good.
guy who did the contract,
Yep.
and he said there's not a problem with it. And we have made a few runs to CIA
Right,
for steel. We're basically getting the same amount of money. The difference is, we're not paying them $350 to
to
haul
take
it.
it, right. That makes sense.
So I mean, every $350 we save here, there, and everywhere,
It adds up.
You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking if we make one trip a week per month, that's almost $1,500 a month we would save, you know. I mean, we don't wanna run, we don't wanna run that truck a whole lot, but,
Do we have the staff to do that as well? Like, we wouldn't be pulling people?
Tony Shorey, he is one of the attendants down there. He actually has a Class B license.
Right.
And he's willing to do it.
Okay,
Or Pastor Fred will do it. So we don't have to pull anybody from Public Works to go do it.
no, that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
So the only other number that I saw on an overage for this current year was, it's under solid waste and it's 27, 06, 27, 03. Under solid waste, we're at 183% this year. It's really only like a $5,000 budget and we're already close to 10,000, it's 9161. I'm just wondering.
That actually, what happened there is I think, I gotta go back and look. That should have been in the vehicle, so the vehicle would be over.
Oh, okay,
What we ended up doing is we needed a sticker on the roll-off truck, and we sent it up to Norway, up to the truck shop, the big truck shop up there, and it was a $5,000 bill for us to get the truck back.
oh, okay. So that
Because
should have been
it had some
under,
decent issues that needed to be addressed, not in-house,
right.
so
So what line item should have that,
that
have
should have actually come out of, 2711.
2711, yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
so that one would have been
that-
over too.
that one is way over. Cause it was 17,000 budgeted for last year.
No, in the
Vehicle maintenance.
vehicle maintenance, the 2711 for the,
Oh, for snow removal,
for solid waste,
2711, oh, gotcha.
the 06.
Moving it down,
Just
Yeah.
above the old.
right.
Yeah,
So,
What,
what happened to, going back to Public Works Roads, 2711,
uh-huh,
under 02, it was budgeted for 17,000, we're at 217,000.
the money for the truck got pulled out of that account and never got transferred yet. out of
During the
CIP.
CIP?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, it's gotta get transferred out of CIP.
which,
But it's
and that would
there.
Probably,
which the
wipe that right
financial
clean.
resolve was approved at the select board meeting a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, so that, I mean, that's gonna wipe that
oh,
out. That was my
yeah,
main
there'll be
concern.
something there because I
Yeah.
have used that budget,
Yeah, it's probably
but it
close to
won't
200.
be that much.
Right, okay. I just wanted to address that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did anyone have any concerns, for the current year spent to date or proposed budget for next year?
I don't know, do you think we have enough in there for fuel, for gas
Thank you.
and diesel?
Diesel.
And it's hard
That
to
is
tell,
gonna-
I know it is.
It's gone up, diesel itself
Yep.
has gone up over $1 in
Yep.
24 hours.
I know.
A gallon.
Supposedly that should go down.
Sure.
They're, yeah, they're hoping. That's the problem with
It's,
it.
it's an
The pro-
if, you
The
know?
problem is it's a traded commodity,
Exactly.
which, when they went to a traded commodity, that's when fuel went ridiculous money.
Yeah.
I mean, when I bought a diesel truck back in '99, and I was paying 75 cents a gallon for diesel fuel, and then they went and made it a traded commodity, and 2 months later, I was paying $1.50 a gallon.
Well, yeah, we shut down a lot of refineries too
Yep.
when we started buying on the world market.
Yep,
so.
and, so that's a tough one. I am also looking at I'm gonna talk to a couple other companies that supply gas, diesel, propane, and, see what's out there for options besides, because we've been using Burke forever. And they're good, but they're starting to have a little bit of an attitude since we bought the school bus, since the school bought that brand new gas bus. Well, now they have to come and fuel the gas tank up twice every week, because we can't make it on the 300 gallons that's in that tank.
Oh, okay.
And one day they could come and put 100 gallons in it, next time they come, they could put 200 gallons in it. Well, the day they come and put 100 gallons in it, they don't like that. When they're
Right.
sending a triaxle truck for 100 gallons of gas.
Right.
I have put a call into them 3 times to talk to the salesman. The salesman has not called me.
Have we ever tried
I've
to?
also, because I've also mentioned to a couple people about it, is I look at the slip from them and it's like, oh, 317. I drive out the end of the road and look at Shay's gas,
Right.
298. Okay, I understand that they're bringing it to us, but Shay's has got tax on it. We don't pay tax.
Right.
Usually bulk is
It's
cheaper
a
too.
town.
But I'm saying they've been running the same, if not higher, than Shay's is.
So do we not have a contract with them?
No.
Okay, can we propose a contract with Shays, or would that be
Well,
something we wanna
I'm
look
looking,
into?
I put a call, I put a email out to, because a lot of these companies, you can't call them anymore, they want you to email them.
Right,
Pit Stop, because Pit Stop would do all our fuels, gas, diesel, propane, home heating oil.
yeah,
I'd like to get one company that would do everything. I talked to Jameson, she gave me prices, and I looked at my old bills, and they were, and this was brought to us, they were 25 cents a gallon cheaper. But, like, John was saying, we kinda need to put that out as an RFP.
right, no, of course, cause it's
But how
it's
do
gonna
you
be
do
over.
that, because nobody can give you a set price?
No, yeah, I mean, you'd have to tie it to someone's pump rate or, you know, what the state
Well, I mean,
average
what they
is.
might do, what a lot of them will do is they'll tell you, okay, we'll go 20 cents over rack price.
Right,
So again, kinda, that's what you're kinda gonna have to do
that's your
is
delivery
see
fee, right,
who's gonna pay, who's gonna give us the best price, closest price to the rack price.
right,
Is what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Propane, I don't even know how to do propane. You know,
no, that's tough too.
cause I don't even know how many gallons of propane we go through. Cause with the generators, we don't really use a lot. I mean, yes, they run every week for 20 minutes.
Right, just to
But they're
restart.
not burning a lot, but when we do lose power, and Scotty will tell you, 2-3 days,
They run for days, yeah.
and you need the propane to run them.
Last time we switched out of propane to propane, I had, Chris Blake is a friend of mine, he
Yeah.
works for Downey, he worked with Downey, so Superior.
Oh, yeah,
And he came in and did the steel work for free and ran the pipe in through the town hall so we could get the kitchen stove off of that.
right,
Instead of them tanks that were up front that the ice kept falling on.
yeah,
And he gave us a good price all around and he put the meter things on top of our tanks because we had lost a fire truck in Station 3 there.
Oh, okay.
And that was a big thing.
yeah,
Chris is now working at Lake Region Energy, which is right across from the whistle stop. It
Right.
might be a good idea
Yeah.
to give him a call because they do diesel, propane
Yeah.
and everything and they're a local.
well, and everyone knows what happened to Superior, so.
Well,
Yeah.
I still got Superior.
I do too.
But I got the mom and dad price, happy,
I'm not happy with
happy
that.
go
I'll tell
lucky.
you
I
that.
paid $1.52.
Let's put it this way, I haven't seen a propane truck around any of our tanks in quite a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they-
And
now it's different.
I have checked them now.
It takes up to, like, I called in order to do a Superior right now, it's like 10, if you're in the system, it's 10 days, up to 10 days, and then if you, in a different zone from us, it's up to 20 days.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you a funny story about them later.
Yep.
Can I ask some questions?
Yes,
I'm gonna go right back to the beginning. There's no contractual increase in your wages this year? No COLA increase or anything? Thank you.
I asked about it.
It should be the
He
3%.
has to receive, I mean,
Yeah.
that's in
there's-
general admin though, right?
No,
No,
that
he's
is
got
wages.
different,
Yeah.
separate,
that's,
his would be
All
separate.
below,
I have that with a question mark.
It's a 3%.
Yeah.
I had asked
Our
about that
employees.
and I
3%
didn't
was
get
for
any,
all of our.
well, I knew that was coming, but I asked for a number and I never received one. So,
I'm sure.
and I
locations
asked him
will
if
get a
he
separate
was gonna take care of it or not, and
So is that the same on, snow removal, or is that part of the
No.
actual contract?
on Anderson's contract, it would be whatever was written in for an increase on that contract.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Um,
Anderson's contract is set for,
These
their
are-
contract comes due
Yeah, but don't they have a yearly
Nope.
increase on it?
Nope,
No.
they didn't build one in,
Okay.
No, they did like a 3-year straight.
yeah, they did it 3 years
3 years
flat.
straight.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they hadn't increased in a very long time, so when
No,
they
I
increased
get
it,
it.
but you remember
It
that.
was
It was
almost,
well
yeah, it was
needed.
almost double.
Oh, it was needed.
Oh, yeah, I didn't, yeah.
No, they were doing us a favor for a
Yeah.
long time.
And
And we
that's
actually traded off
also
one road
listed
for
under
another.
solid waste. The
Yep,
wages, that also is supposed to have a 3%
no, that's
increase?
fine. That one I checked,
Every-
Okay,
and I actually just gave them all an increase
okay.
You do
this pay
3%,
period.
And that's reflected in this
More than
number?
that.
more than that?
But it is reflected in this number that's on our paperwork? Okay.
So if we do the 108, 150, 206 with a 3%, I came up with 111, 390, 662. If anyone wants to check.
And that is required, correct?
Well, everyone received a 3%, I guess we can call it cost of living.
Yeah, COLA.
All of our,
Can you tell me that again, Letitia?
I believe it's 111, 396, 62,
Okay.
if anyone wants to check my math.
Now, I guess my question is, how come that transfer station doesn't get the same thing, Jim?
What, money wise?
Yeah,
Because it's not that biggest, it's a way different job.
Usually 108, 152.
There's not a lot of physical labor entailed in it.
wages right here.
It's basically, it's a full-time, part-time job. So Michael was gonna work on, and I don't know if he ever did or not, but he's gonna work on, like, getting them holidays.
Which he did.
Public Works, yeah.
So I don't know if he did do that,
It did.
if it did go through or not, or anything. But we
Transfer
were gonna
station
give
has
him,
been closed multiple federal
Yeah.
holidays.
Yeah.
So the guys could have the day off, so far this year, so I'm assuming that was from.
I don't know.
So that,
Yeah, I mean, we can confirm that. We don't have to
Yeah.
do that right now.
But,
so
no,
would that be the same under snow removal wages of
Wages.
136, 260?
Yes, it should be a 3% on that. too.
yeah.
But
And
that's actually down from last
So
year.
what I
so-
ended up taking out might have to stay in there. 'Cause I forgot all about 3%.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
10,000
It
came
gets-
out of it. Right?
So which
Well, I
number
was
were
trying
we
to get
working
it
off of,
closer to, like,
Letitia?
this year was
Hang on,
typical, towards a typical year,
Yeah.
and we had only used up
so for
60% or something.
30040107 with the 3% will be 140, 347.80.
So it does need to stay basically the same.
Which number are you basing that off of?
The one
So
thirty-six.
136, 260 times.
So that's the
3%.
proposed.
That's the town
Yeah.
manager proposed, yeah.
Yeah, so the previous year, wouldn't it be
So it would
based off the
stay, it
previous
would
year?
probably, it would have to stay the same as what it was for the previous year then, the 146.
So the 146, that's where you tack on the 3% COLA increase.
I tacked on the 3% off of the 136, which would have been the town manager, correct?
That would have been this year's town
Yeah.
manager's rate.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I tacked on 3% to the
To that.
136, 260.
But
I guess the
shouldn't-
question is, like,
Shouldn't it
did
be
we
based
go
off last
down,
year?
did we go down in
well, I
full-time
went
hours?
down because we're,
Right.
currently we're only at 57% used.
And that's
So I
for
was
the.
trying
No,
to-
I'm just saying, so last year, we were budgeted 146,
Mhm.
260, correct? And now the town manager is proposing a budget of 136, 260.
Because
Why?
I looked at what we had spent, and I didn't include the 3%.
Gotcha.
Because it's clearly
So
down
that's
by
where the
just
10
So you're just trying to have enough.
I was, yeah,
So I'll add that
Yeah.
3%.
No, I had the same concern Karen did, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
alleviates.
no, I was looking at it and I was looking at what we spent this year and going, well, can I save some money and put it for somewhere else?
No, that makes
And then
sense.
with the 3%, well, now it actually has to stay the same.
Okay, we appreciate that. Any other questions, Karen?
He working on it.
Ann, did you have anything? or
Well, no, not yet.
So,
There was one other. So you're a little over on safety equipment. Do you know what that's for?
For roads,
Yes.
yeah, that is a grant. The grant just got approved, well, it got approved, and I just got paperwork sent back to them. Because I sent paperwork in and they didn't, then they said, well, we need this paperwork. So I had to send more paperwork in.
So the overage is being covered by the grant?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a $2,000 or $2,200 grant coming,
Excellent.
so.
Good job.
Tap the cones.
Cones, barricades, safety vests,
Yeah.
raincoats, yep, yep. No, I went and bought a bunch of cones and barricades and stuff this year with that grant.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's,
So I have a question.
Yep.
I'm looking at roads, and it's account 25. Yeah, road, no, that's all, well, I'm sorry. It's 2507, which is paving and reconstruction.
Yep,
The budget was 300,000, and to date, we've only spent 40% of that.
yep.
So are we going to be spending the rest of it?
Yeah, we're gonna be spending it. What had happened there was Michael wanted to hold off on spending anything until we got the roads evaluated. Well, we were working on getting a road evaluation program, but that went awry. So now it was, okay, well, now we're gonna do a road committee to go evaluate the roads before we do anything. So nothing got evaluated, and so I'm gonna spend it the way I see fit, and
Yeah, so in light of that notion, could we get a priority list of your
I
top
can-
10 by the time we have to print the annual report? Because we've been asking for a priority list for the past 5
The
years.
road committee's gonna be working on that.
I don't
Yeah.
really care about the road committee, I wanna know about this guy's committee. He's a
Yeah.
committee of one and he runs the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, let's get it,
Okay.
you know? It shouldn't be that hard, we know what roads need
I
attention.
mean,
I can tell you which one's the worst.
Are you
Kimmy
involved
Corner,
in
Dyke
the road
Mountain.
committee?
what's that?
Are you involved in the road committee?
I'm supposed to be, yes.
Okay, good,
Right.
okay.
I would think so.
so
Yeah.
did you want that, before they print the annual report?
It would just be nice just to show like what our
First meeting.
And I
priorities are.
think
Have they
People
texted
like
when
to
the
know,
first meeting
yeah.
is? It's just, I'll tell you when it is.
Yeah,
Next-
let me
Next
know.
Monday,
Next Monday?
yeah, 5 o'clock.
Oh, so road commission's meeting on Monday, okay.
Yeah.
So I know you've got a staffing challenge. It's hard to do a whole lot with a limited number.
Yeah.
They also meet.
So I guess the question I have is,
And I'm gonna know every single damn thing that's going on.
Isn't this
how much
fun?
more
This is why I was so resistant to.
with the staff that you have?
I can do a fair amount with what we've got. The last year, the problem I had was I had lost one of my full-time guys to a leg injury. So I was using my part-time guys and some per diem guys, so, I mean, I was able to keep going, but not to the extent I wanted to. This year, I've got a new, younger gentleman, really ambitious to work. I mean, I put him in a plow truck and he took right to it like a duck to water. I mean, he's been phenomenal in that truck. I've had to talk to him, he's got ADHD like I've got, but he's not medicated. And he does things a little quicker than he should be doing, so yes, I have talked to him a few times about it, and he has a tendency to work on something and leave stuff laying around, but no, the other problem is I am losing Paul, which is my key person, come July. He's retiring because he's like, I'm 60, I think he's gonna be 69. He's like, I'm done. I
Do we
just,
have a job posting?
I have an applicant sitting on my desk right now that I had called once. He was supposed to come in for an interview, he never did. I'm gonna give him a call again. I think he's a great candidate. He's plowed for a couple of towns. He works for pavement treatments right now. He is graduated from Wyndham Vocational as a carpenter. So I'm like, that would fit in perfect, because we got a bunch of carpentry work that needs to be done.
Right.
And he knows pavement, and he knows how to plow, and he's run equipment, so, I mean, he's
That's good.
an older gentleman, I
Yep.
think he's,
Yeah, you can.
yeah, that's something.
Jim,
It's
if that doesn't work out by the end of the month, I would highly recommend you
Oh,
just
I'm gonna put
putting the
another
post
post.
out.
And
And then,
I'll put another one out, as soon as I find out from him whether he's interested or not.
And then the second question in line with Merle's question is, there's always been talk of giving some administrative hours to your department, because you really haven't had that. How much of a benefit would that be?
They're already getting it from Garrett.
Does,
No, I know.
he does,
Yeah.
but Garrett does help me out a fair amount, like when it comes to the posted, not posted roads. Anything to be posted, like I need, okay, the posted roads need to post it, or anything website wise that the ladies in the office can't take care of.
Notices, yeah.
He puts up for me, like I've got a couple of RFPs that gonna have to go out. If I give him the list of the companies and the RFP, he takes care of it.
Does that fully satisfy your admin needs?
Yes,
Or could you
because
use a full timer, or where are you at?
No, cause the other stuff, like bills wise, with the requisition forms and stuff, I need to physically look at them and know where they come from and where they gotta go, and so I can't really hand them off to somebody and go, well, here, figure this out.
Right,
It doesn't work. So I mean, I spend probably half an hour, 45 minutes in the mornings here and there, working on the books, or like Monday mornings now. I always spend a ton of time on Monday morning. But I'll get a dead period where the boys are out doing something, and I'll sit at the computer and do a bunch of book work and stuff.
okay.
Even writing up the RFPs, it's hard. If you don't know what you're looking to get, how do you write one up?
Right.
You know, I could give Garrett an RFP for a road pavement. Well, you don't know what the requirements or anything are as to compaction width. What do we wanna, what do we wanna do? Do we wanna grade it? Are they gonna grade it? Any of that details is hard. And that's where that takes a little bit of my time there. But I try to come in early in the mornings and do that before the boys get there.
Right. Merle, you had a question?
So, if I recall correctly, last year the budget committee basically approved a budget that was the same as the prior year, that was the same as the prior year.
Yeah,
And I guess, maybe I'm overstepping since I don't know anything about roads, but it seems like maintenance is not up to the level that we would like it to be.
it's,
And putting aside Kimball Corner Road, Dyke Mountain Road, and the work they need, I would say the roads in general need more maintenance than they're getting.
yeah,
So, you're limited by staff
yep.
and how much you can do. But on the other hand, it's really misleading to say that $300,000 is enough money if we spend it every year. Because
In all actuality, if we spent it the way I'd like to see it done, we could only do a mile of road a year.
Yeah, well.
So
yeah,
I mean, you're talking currently right now, 9 miles of road need to be basically ground up and graded and repaved and
I live on
pavement
one.
added
I
and,
live on one of those.
Yeah.
But,
so it's tough.
yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about tree trimming and clearing the ditches and
Yep.
just,
But that's not part of that, it's not part of it.
that's not part of this?
Nope.
Where would that
Road
be?
reconstruction, that's not road reconstruction, that's maintenance.
So that would be under which
It
line?
should be under maintenance.
Where is that?
Yep, where is that?
13-35, road maintenance.
Okay, so you're
That's
already over budget.
That's
on
more
that
for your ditching, riprap, gravel for your gravel roads.
one. Rip rap's the source of it.
Yeah.
we had,
Oh.
Lack of rip rap.
last year we had 30,000 budgeted, we're at 36.4, and
And you're
this year
only
is
asking for
proposed at 35, so
Yeah.
pretty close.
Try not to kill it either.
No, but
you
we
know what
want
I
you to
mean?
be realistic, you know?
I mean,
Still don't think it's enough, but
I mean, the problem right now is to hire contractors to do any of this.
It's gonna be a lot more.
It's, I mean, just a man and a machine, the cheapest one I can find is $185 an hour. Just for one man and one machine.
Now, the tree trimming around town, is that something that you guys are capable of doing or licensed to do?
I've been working on it. The problem is I have talked to multiple contractors to do it. They're talking, I think the last one I talked to told me it was $2,500 a day. Well, $10,000 don't get you very far. You know, 5 days. You're talking, you might get half a dike done,
maybe.
maybe. But then I gotta save money for any hazardous trees that need to be taken down. Like I took 2 trees down this year. We took one down by the beach, that big pine, that was $1,000 bill. And then there was a big giant ash tree, or elm tree on Intervale. No. The first road going on, Long Beach.
Fort John, coming from Standish,
No, coming from the, our end. That's
First one?
Intervale, right?
Innerville.
Yeah.
Intervale, yeah.
Well, right on the, and it was an issue tree because branches that were falling, and it was right on the property line. So we ended up taking it down. Well, that was another $2,500. Well, there's $3,500 gone for 2 trees.
Probably
So
beyond.
again, are you budgeting enough to be able to do what the town needs?
If I get the van lift and we go out and do it, I did probably a quarter of Hancock Pond in a day with a man lift and the chainsaws and a chipper.
Yep.
And that cost us, it was like $1,000.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna try to move this along in the interest of everyone else that is here in the room with us.
I do have one.
I'm gonna allow one more question from everyone, and then we're gonna vote on the changes that we have to date. Karen?
My question's about the hazardous waste. We have not done a hazardous waste collection day in
I have to get a
3
hold of,
years. Is that planned for this year?
I gotta get a hold of, Clean Harbors. 'Cause they're about the only ones that do it.
Right.
Schedule it, find out how much it's gonna cost us, and all of that.
So what's already
Usually
been
that's a
included?
very expensive
Right.
thing to do, very expensive.
So you get back to us on that?
I will get back to you on that as soon as I can get an answer from them guys.
Yeah, I think the last year, we can check, I have last
Yeah,
year's
I was
sheets
gonna say,
at
I think it's
home.
been like 3 years.
Yeah, it
It's
has.
been
But it's,
three-
I
I was gonna
think,
say, yeah, you were.
I did a bulky waste and then I did the 3, it was 3 years ago, that hasn't,
Yeah.
I think it was.
and the bill was
3 of them.
somewhere around 13,000
It's
or so.
generally about 15,000,
15,000.
16, I would say anywheres up to 16 nowadays,
I was
but
gonna say, who
that's
knows?
that's a rough ball.
Well, and we haven't had one in so
Yeah.
long. It used to be every other year.
Yeah, we used to do a bulky waste and a hazard,
Where to
bulky
go?
hazard.
That one has not been increased. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I don't think it was in the line item last year.
No.
No, we took it out last year.
Yeah.
And it's only been, I mean, for universal waste, it's gone from 25 to 5,000.
That
Hazardous
is,
waste, it still says 0,
the
so.
the universal waste, that part of that is all your light bulbs, your TVs and all of that. Those have started to get very expensive to get rid of now. And last time they checked on any of the companies, they were still, that company that we were using is North Coast, and they are still the cheapest around.
Yeah.
So, I mean, every time they come, it's anywhere from a $250 to a $350 bill.
Yeah.
And all they do is come empty 4 big giant cardboard boxes.
Yeah, we're about $500 over budget this year
Yeah.
for Universal, so
Yeah.
not too bad.
I don't
I-
have any
Question I got is, why the decrease in culverts from 22,000 to 15,000,
Because right now
7,000?
we've got an abundance of them.
Abundance of them?
I've got, right now I got, like, you think 16 or 18, 15-inch sitting down
Is
there.
Is that because of road
10.
work that didn't get done?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all pretty much have a home when we can,
I'm just curious, because
No,
culverts
no.
ain't nothing that are gonna get
Yeah, they're
cheaper.
not.
no, I
They're gonna
get
get more
it,
expensive
yeah,
year after year.
yeah. But I mean, right now, I've got a pretty good stockpile sitting there. The only ones that would be, bigger ones would be where we run in them. I've found a company up in Winslow that gets, I hate to say it, but they get culverts from Canada. And they're cheaper and they are the old style culverts where you can cut it and put it right in the next bell. Where ADS, you can't do that. Once you cut a pipe, that's it.
You're stuck with it, yeah.
You're stuck with it. You either have to use it on the start of another pipe or figure out somewhere to use it because you can't put them back together because they collar down their pipes.
Earl, did you have any other questions?
This is a little tiny thing, but just out of curiosity.
Yep.
Where does the electricity for the town office being booked?
That was booked with the solar panels, I thought. Because we're a producer, but I don't know
Yeah.
how that gets offset.
Well, they give
I
us-
think it's just
I think it
applied
is
to-
this town office that
Yeah.
gets the most of the offset.
So that's where the water
yeah.
credit.
That's
We're
the
at zero.
credit for the like negative
Right.
1,059.
That's for what we sell to them, basically.
Yeah, because that offsets the use, because I don't know if that building's connected.
No, it's not connected,
It's not, yeah.
but it offsets, all of our bills are offset because of that too.
Based on that, yeah.
But they're not quite what they should be.
But there's certain buildings.
This building is on it and we don't pay a bill
Right.
as far as I know. But that's how it was.
And I know the town garage for a while, I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
if something's changed, but town garage for a while was,
It
the
was.
bill on that was like wicked low.
Yeah.
And now it's not, so I don't know.
Jim, Merle had a follow-up question?
Yep.
So electricity relative to the total budget is not a big number. It just seems like electricity overall, we're over budget.
Yeah,
Significantly.
Well, I was gonna propose a motion on that one, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just,
It was an oversight on me that I didn't notice that the electric was that bad, and I didn't put it in the budget when I wrote my budget out originally.
so at this point, I'd like to move to accept the town manager's numbers with the few changes that we've already made to date. Regarding the COLAs, the 2 changes that Letitia had made in regards to the COLA. And then for all of these electricity line items that have gone into the red and have doubled since then, I'd like to set them at the amounts that we've spent to date, just to kind of get a good ballpark number there.
Can I suggest that we do 125% of what we spent today?
I mean, that's fine, I just think, so the first one, I believe, for electricity, the first one that I'm seeing is for the solid waste. So that's 3006,
Yeah.
0503. Merle, do you want to go to 2,800 on that? We're at 2272.
I think we should, I just.
Okay,
I
sounds
mean,
good. So that's my,
We've only got 9
What was
months
that
worth of
amount?
expense here.
2,800. I'm just trying to get some numbers so we can talk about it if we need to, or we can just make a vote. The next line for electricity,
What was the first one? I'm sorry.
the first one is
Still
2,800 under 30060503 for 2,800. And then we have town hall is 30140503. We're at 2360. So I would say 2,900 on that one. Town office, we don't have to worry about because we're putting power back into the grid. Town garage is 30/22/05/03. Currently, we're at 1840. So I'd like to go to 2100 there. And I believe that's it, just because Veterans Memorial Park, we're really not hitting high numbers. That's the like Christmas tree lighting stuff. And not worried
The only
about
thing I
that.
noticed though, you were talking about utilities and electricity, the street lights right now are at 71%. I mean, I don't know if you want to throw a little bit at that or not.
Well, it's like 3 months to go. I think we're pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, unless a bill hasn't come in that, you know.
I don't see that one.
Sometimes, you know, the
I
cycle
think
is
that's
different.
I almost think that's a set thing from
It's
the
the same,
CIP.
we used to, every year, we would go out and one night, you go around to all the street, like you get a list of the whole street lights, everything. And you go around, you wanna make sure the ones we're paying for, you wanna make sure they're on.
They're on,
'Cause then
Yeah.
over the years, we used to catch them,
Yeah.
that they weren't working and they fix them and it is a set price for them.
Right.
So
I have-
it might be something
Yeah,
that
on
you
that
might,
lines, I have had a couple calls on street lights.
yeah, you might wanna go
I've
around and look at them
referred
all and make
I've-
sure.
Well, I've referred them up here because I don't have the street light list.
They
As to
should
what?
be here someplace, there should be a street light list that we
Yeah.
pay for.
All right, so that's my motion.
I'll second.
All right,
Are
second.
we doing a consensus of approval, or are we doing?
We're doing a,
We're doing a vote?
like a vote, preliminary vote, because we're gonna do the final vote at the end,
Okay,
so.
Okay.
So the
Any
only
discussion on that?
The only thing you're asking to increase are the lines for electricity? Or the
Yeah, the
three-
3 lines for electricity and then the COLAs for the wages. We have those 3% increases on the town manager's proposed numbers. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? All right, let's keep this train moving. Thank you so much, Jim, we appreciate
You're
your
welcome.
time.
Hey, Jim, I've got a question for you.
Yep.
Did your team replace the stop sign at Long Hill and 107
That's not mine, it's DOT's.
DOTs? Well,
Yep, they will, they can't do anything with it right now because it's a 4x6. So they've got a temporary sign sitting there.
well, it's better than what we had as a temporary before.
Jim, do you cover Convene?
That's a state road.
State road,
Someone nailed the horse
did.
crossing and the chicken crossing.
I did. I'll admit it, I took it out with the road grader.
It's all right.
Somebody hit it.
When we lose
No, I was
when
trying
we
to,
lose a chicken, I know where to drop him off.
well, I was trying to cut the roads back so we didn't have to worry about the water in the roads with the road grader, and there was a car coming at me, so I was watching the car, and next thing I know, I hear a crunch.
She needs you, Letitia does.
I just have a question. When we were going over the COLA, I'm looking at solid waste.
They're fine,
83, 575, 23.
they're fine.
I brought that up.
Right, I just wanted, so they're at 69% right now with that wage. Everything will be
Mhm.
fine. Okay, I
I
didn't
I
want
did
to,
have somebody run the numbers on that one
okay, I didn't want to miss that,
for the
that's all.
increase that I had proposed
Okay,
to give them,
okay.
and it was, basically, it was spot on.
No, yeah. Yeah, we quickly mentioned that.
Yeah.
I know, but I just wanted to,
Yep. The other thing I don't have is I didn't have any extra in there for if I used Fred up there, because he
Right.
actually makes more than most of them, because he's part of Public Works as well, so.
Right.
so that, okay.
But no, everybody now makes a little bit more than you would if you were flipping hamburgers at McDonald's,
So I don't know, that's a good thing.
so.
That's good, you got a good crew at the dump.
Yeah.
So the next item we had on our agenda was small orgs. We've pushed the small orgs at the moment. We may or may not invite some folks going forward, but I think the 2 items that we were going to probably approve during a vote at the end of tonight's meeting was the Lakes Region Television, because we have to do that, and then Harvest Hills. We may consider some others, but we're just not gonna do that tonight. Moving along, I see Claudia is here for the library. Claudia, Did you have a change this year in your numbers? I didn't see any change.
Nope, we have so many good volunteers, we get so much done. I'm about to tell you.
That's great, yeah. You want to give us a little chat?
Yep, and I'll give you all the pictures afterwards.
Thank you.
All right. We have 9 trustees and conscripted spouses, and so
That's a good word.
we get a lot done that way. And we started this last fiscal year with the septic system freezing. The septic system froze. And first we had to get it pumped out. Then we found out that we have a very shallow tank because it's on top of ledge. So there was ice inside of that. And we then covered it with 21 bales of hay and some tarps. And that kept it insulated through the winter. Shortly after that, the water line froze because that's underneath the driveway, which of course has no insulation. That now has a heat tape in it, so this year that did not freeze, nor did the septic. Then we see other things. We had painting done. We had the vestibule was re-pointed, the glasswork in it. Had some new stuff put in the railing, a little spiral staircase downstairs so we didn't kill ourselves. Had the sheds painted. Then the sidewalk was totally redone. And that was this bumpy old black stuff that was not that great going up there, so that was all ripped out. Then we also had another piece put in over to the driveway, so that's not a quagmire anymore. And we had, I think, 5 guys working on that at one point, and Barry came with his front end loader to work on that. So that's a beautiful cement sidewalk now. It was also pointed out that our railing, which was difficult to maintain anyway, was not up to code as to its height. But a grant for that, which was about $6,500, and Ridland Metal from over on 302 came over and put in a brand new railing. So that's now the proper height, and we had another railing put in down below it, which is for kids, and it has the proper reach. So I think that was all the major problems that we had to take care of. We do fundraising, of course, interspersed with the fun stuff. So we start with Cookie Walk. Then we had the Bake Book and Plant Sale, Memorial Weekend. Then we had a visit from the Secretary of State because the library is 100 years old, and the secretary, that department goes to businesses that have been in business for 100 years. And before the library was built, they actually incorporated. So she came down and gave us a plaque for that. Then we had a retirement party celebrating Sue Newton's 30 years with the library. We then had a birthday party for the library with all the stuff we could find for historical references. Then we had Sebago Days, and that's when we have another book and bake sale, but we also had to be in the parade, so we had to have a float, and Sue Newton was the Grand Marshal. So we've been very busy with all that. Then we had, during the summer, we were selling raffle tickets for items that we were able to get donated, that we then sold, with more raffles sold at the concert that the people at Rockcraft set up for us. So because of the fact that they could keep the tent and the chairs from a wedding, that was a wonderful venue when we had local food truck there and local bands. And so that was very helpful for raising money. In addition, we had all the programming that we normally have. Our new director, Carolyn Newton, and our assistant, Zach Michaud, have been putting together all kinds of programming. Story Hour was not only brought back, but it's every single week. We have somebody who comes in once a month and does IT help. We have 2 therapy dogs that come in. We have a Basset Hound and a Dalmatian that come to visit. We have free tickets for the Art Museum and the Children's Museum, and tickets that are a little bit cheaper to go to Smitty's. There is a book club. There is a writing group. I'm trying to think of what else. We had a visit from the Maine's Poet Laureate, a couple of authors, a mindfulness teacher, Story Hour stroll through Tiger Hill Community Forest. They put up a story track, I forget what they call it, but it's a program that goes through next to the school, and it's got a little story.
Story walk, yeah.
What's the name of it?
Story walk?
Story walk, thank you. And a visit from Portland Stage, and then Historical Society does things there, and this one was on the fires of 1947. So the thing that I found interesting was Carolyn has to do data anyway, not only for us, but for the state. But in looking at her numbers, I'm just really impressed. The visit from the school students, because they come over, two of them come over once a month, were up by 57%. The book discussion participants were up by 60%. Computer usage by 44%. Overall attendance went up to 3,889, or 18% increase. Volunteer hours, and a lot of those are unreported, went up by 25%. And if you took those hours, 1,549, and figured them out at minimum wage, it would be worth $22,692. And then donated goods and services, another 940. So there's an awful lot of good stuff going on at the library. This is the third year in a row that we're asking for the same amount of money, $25,000. And I think you'll agree it's worth it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Not to mention, free childcare during,
Story hour.
no, during the markets.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like all our kids run over to the library.
All the people at the market come into our bathroom, yes.
I know it's not advertised as free
I
childcare.
know. And yeah, your kids.
It's on the owl now.
Yes, and yes, we have the story hour, the community market is on a lot too, so yeah.
And you're doing a lot of fundraising for next chapter, right?
We're trying.
Yeah.
Got a big grant hanging right down there. Your wife's gonna do a letter, I hope.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sure
it's
she will.
the appropriations committees that the federal government puts out. I'd love to get one of those.
No, that's good.
So we're looking for letters of support for that one. They need at least 3, and I figure give them a ton of them if we can. So, yeah.
Claudia, do you know, is it still the same story that like we would have to upgrade sidewalks on both sides of the street to get a crosswalk between the school and the library? Like I've heard 5 different stories from, 20 different people, and it just seems like sad that we can't get
We
there.
need a handicap,
moved.
you have to widen it.
At one point, there was a visit from the state, I think that was when Maureen was in office, and they looked at the corner, because that's the better place to put it.
Right.
And they were looking at a light there as well, and the figure was astronomical.
For a light, I can
For a
imagine.
light, and I don't know if you can get away with just a crosswalk, but I certainly, if we can get that addition, I would certainly want a sidewalk going down the side
Oh,
of the
of
street
course.
there to go to
Yeah.
that. And then you could put in a crosswalk at least. The other problem you run into is when you do anything with the state, they also want that pad with all the little bumps on it.
No, I know.
And you gotta
Yeah.
take a chip
The
out of
ramp,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do your ramps on both
Yeah.
sides. At one point, when they talked about coming across to us, they said we couldn't do it there because there wasn't enough space for a wheelchair to come into the driveway and blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know if that's changed or not.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like,
Now that we've got the sidewalk from the driveway, maybe, but you still
Yeah.
have to have that pad.
from the school side or from the library side, I'm just wondering if there's like a grant program for that kind of like,
Maybe a community block grant that the town could
yeah,
get.
CBT.
But you still have to get the state to, because it's.
No, I know, they have to prove it. I mean, I've seen crosswalks in other parts of the state where there is no light, it's just a crosswalk that you can
Yeah.
push a button and then it blinks.
Now you have a guy shoveling a path across the lawn, and then somebody from the school stands there.
No,
with a
that's
sign.
true. But it's like, like when you're driving through Gorham on 114, there's that push button light, people are crossing, and
Yep.
that's really what we need.
No, we do need that, absolutely.
Right.
That would be part of the big plan.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Claudia, is the library a 401c3?
Yeah, it's a 501c3.
501.
Yes, yes,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's totally independent, even though it's considered to be a public library, state public library. It meets all those criteria, but yes. But 100 years of volunteers have kept it going.
Yep.
Good to know.
All right, anyone have any questions? I'd like to do we want to vote or just hold it to the end? I don't see us,
I don't see any change.
voting against
Thank you
it.
to my fellow volunteers.
Yeah,
for-
we'll probably just hold a vote at the end,
Okay.
Claudia, but you don't have to
Okay.
stay. I think you're good to go on
I
that
will
one.
give you my package of pictures
Cool, thank
with
you.
the numbers.
That's awesome.
So is any of this going to make it into the town report?
Thanks.
Well, we can make sure it happens.
Can I get one for John?
Oh, absolutely.
Or they do one themselves?
No, they do.
Thank you.
Where everything happens, there is here. All right, so moving next on our agenda, we have the food pantry.
Tell them what the name is. Hi, my
Hey, how you doing?
Deb Howard here. I'd like you to change food pantry to Sebago warming hut, please.
Nice, okay.
Because that's what it is.
No, that's fine. This is just how it was listed in
Yeah,
previous,
and that's because people who incorporated this years and years ago, that's what it is. And if we receive any money and it's made out to the food pantry, we have to ask people to rewrite the checks.
oh, okay.
So it is the Sebago warming hut.
All right, we'll make that change. Thank you, Deb.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over this a little bit, and then you can ask me questions. We do serve dual purposes, we're a food pantry and a clothes closet. And we're registered by the state as a nonprofit organization, funded by the town of Sebago, private donations, public donations, and grants. It's overseen by a board made up of 8 Sebago resident volunteers. We are strictly volunteer. We don't have to worry about COLAs or anything, it's just what it is, all volunteers. Decisions are made by the board that relate from and to money spent on food for the pantry, rising fuel and electricity costs, maintenance of water filtration system, which we have to have down there, building security, replacing and or maintaining coolers, refrigerators, and freezers. This year we've only had to have 1 cooler worked on, and we only had to replace 1 refrigerator. So we've been pretty lucky that way this year. Volunteers and client behavior and or requests, ground and building maintenance, including cleaning, summer lawn, mowing, winter plowing and or sanding and roof shoveling, and thank you for what you do. We appreciate it very much. It cuts back on the amount of shoveling we have to do or pushing snow at the last minute, so thank you. We serve the Sebago residents who meet the TFAP income guidelines, which have just increased again, and others on an as-need basis. Nobody is turned away. Even if they come from another town, it's a one-time thing, and then we direct them, but we don't turn anyone away. The food pantry works with Good Shepherd Food Bank, the Maine Feeding Mainers Program, Wayside Food Program, Commodity Supplemental Food Program, Hannaford's and Bridgeton, local farmers, local businesses and organizations, including 2 churches in town, one who helps support the backpack program, and another one who every month I get a call saying, what do you need for toiletries? And that's a luxury item that is something that I don't find a luxury, but
That's in high
provide
demand though
it.
right now, yeah.
Personal hygiene is important. And the U.S. Department of Agriculture TFAP program. Past year, we had 71 different families sign up for food assistance. That's a big increase.
Right.
We averaged 20 to 40 individuals visiting each week. And they take turns, you know, it's like we have a big pantry, we have a small pantry, which basically means canned goods one week and not another week. But they somehow, I don't know how it works, it just averages out to what we do, the number of people we have. We also have distributed 13 to 23 senior boxes. That has gone down as a result of people moving into assisted living, passing, moving in with relatives, etc. So those numbers have gone down for those seniors. We sponsored holiday, Christmas, and Thanksgiving food baskets, and the local Girl Scouts troop are there. They can do it all by themselves. They really could. They've grown up with this, and they put together 40 baskets this past year. So, and then, as I said, the backpack program, we're part of that as well. We have many volunteers, resident volunteers that come and go, but there is a core of about 10 to 12 people that are there making everything happen. And that is everything from getting up early every Monday morning to go up to Hannaford's to pick up food and bring it down, unloading the Good Shepherd food trucks that come twice a month. Then it's sorting and displaying the food, because we don't put any food out that we don't feel we would eat ourselves. So we have a farm that some of that food goes to, and we have 1 pig, we understand, like strawberries. Sometimes the strawberries come in and they're, you know what it is when you get a pack of strawberries, one is bad, you gotta be careful.
Maybe the farmer will send them to you one day, after he's all filled with strawberries.
So, anyway, we go from there, we have recording, keeping the accurate records and numbers because we have to keep those going out on a weekly basis. Greeting clients, helping them with their selections, helping them make their selections, helping them take their selections to their car. It's also a place for socialization. We have a lot of people that just come in to socialize. Well, I don't think I want that this week. But did you know da-da-da-da-da? And, you know, they talk outside too. So it's that sort of thing too going on. But that all contributes to the community and making it work. The number of individuals that I talked to you about doesn't reflect the number of people of the households we serve. Those numbers vary from 1 to 7. And we seem to be getting more younger families coming in now. So, for various reasons. And you've heard me say this before, but I am going to state it again, and you can read it, but I want it there. Children living in food insecure homes are less able to learn than their well-fed peers. They're absent from school more frequently, they have more behavior problems in the classroom, and they're prone to health issues. Adults living in food insecure homes tend to be ill more frequently and not perform as well in the workforce. So I believe it's very important to have nutritious food. Our numbers are greater due to cutbacks, increased cost of living, increased medical costs, job loss, and or some other personal reasons that I'm not gonna, again, we don't ask the questions unless they come in and tell us. So we have partners right in town here as well, like the Spalding Memorial Library. They have a donation box for us. They also collect egg boxes for us because we get eggs and there's always one bad one in the dozen, so you have to. You wanna come volunteer, that's the first thing. If you can sort eggs, you're in. So.
Do you guys float them?
We have earrings that pass from one to another too.
Right.
Jordan's has a coin jar and a lot of donations there with food, clothing, money donations. Many are anonymous and they've been directly made to us this year. And again, we're a nonprofit. We write thank you notes. Donations are tax deductible. So this past year during the holidays, this community was unbelievable. It still breaks me up a little bit. The donations that came in, it was unbelievable. So we want to thank everybody who contributed to the Warming Hot, and I really don't think that the people who donated understand their generosity and what an effect it had on the community. So thank you. So as a result of the increased cost of food, electricity, fuel, our projections of what we're going to be doing next year, in addition to the donations that everybody was so generous to us, we just want to keep what we're asking for this year the same as it was last year, 45.
Yeah, Deb, thanks for the info. I know serving on the school committee, I know how important those free breakfasts and free lunches are for all the kids. It's just, and you know, the principal was indicating that the Holly Jolly helpers raised double what they did last year. So people, like, times are tough. Everyone knows times are tough, but when times get tough, people just jump in and help. And
Just amazing.
We need that in this town. So, Deb, I just had one question. I've seen this in other communities, and I'm not sure if it would work out for your location, but some communities have those, it's like a refrigerator that's outside, and it's kind of like people can put things in there and they can take things, you know, whatever they want from that. I'm just wondering if the Warming Hut ever considered having that at that location?
It's something I can bring up to the board,
Okay.
but I can already see some things in terms of, so you've got to have somebody who's gonna man that.
No, I
Because we have people now, we ask them to bring donations on Saturday mornings when we're there.
Right.
Saturday mornings when the post office is open, or Monday mornings when we're there for the food pantry. I went down Sunday to get things ready for Monday morning, and there was a pile of food on the porch.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, we got it in.
Right.
But when we have had trouble before when we've had animals. So again, it would be having that refrigerator outside. And I see it as a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a thought. It's not, you know, but if you were interested, you know, I'd be happy to help and look for donations for like
Yeah.
a new unit and things like that.
No, I see it as a possibility
Yeah,
in a lot of ways,
all right.
including the refrigerator.
Yeah,
I wouldn't let them throw it away,
right,
just in case.
right.
That's what happens when you grow up in Sebago, right? Yeah, so, yeah. So, any questions?
Any questions?
No,
No?
it's a great thing. Do you ever have, what do you call it, non-perishable goods where people bring stuff, and do you do that?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all
I
right.
mean, like a drive?
Yeah, well, we used to, when I was in the union, I forget just AFL-CIO that did it or not, but they sent something out to all the unions to do and you have a place to put these goods and
Yeah,
seem to work pretty
we have a
good.
lot of
Yeah,
non-perishables that come
non-perishable.
through the TPAC program. That is almost all non-perishable that comes through that. We also, through a grant a few years ago, we have a walk-in freezer.
Yep.
And as a result of that, we're able to keep our food frozen so we're able to buy food from Good Shepherd at a good price.
Yep.
You buy it ahead of time for a few months down the road.
Yeah, when you see bulk
And
cheap,
we
you
keep
buy
it in the
bulk cheap.
freezer and then you bring it out and you rotate. Everything's rotated, it's dated and rotated when it comes in. So that is one of the things too, when we get donated foods, we always are looking at the dates to make sure again that it can go out.
Rotated, and it's good, so.
Yeah, because the end of the year when the camps close, we get a lot
Yep,
just dropped off then because they're cleaning out their
sounds
closets.
like you got a good team and you got a lot of good help there.
My God, they're wonderful.
That's awesome.
They're
Deb,
wonderful.
you had indicated the library accepts the non-perishable items as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they had a donation
Good,
box
good.
that goes there, and I'll stop, they'll call me and say, Deb, you haven't been in to pick up your books lately.
Right.
Food.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the 8 boxes.
John, are you offering to put a box up here for him?
I would.
Yeah.
Speaking of non-perishable boxes, one at the transfer station.
Yes.
That wouldn't be a bad spot, I mean, they're there 4 days a week,
Yeah,
you know, and,
it's just coordinating too.
Maybe
It's
you
like, I
could-
will
well, I
tell
mean, you could
you,
always put it in our shed or something, to have a spot where we can
Put it on
put
our
it,
next
till you could get there to get it.
2 of our volunteers that do
Plus
those
Davey
pickups
works
like
there.
that, they both had operations this past week, so
I'm gonna-
that's what I've been on.
I'm
my
gonna have
phone
it put it on our next agenda for the selectmen, for
Okay.
the transfer station and for one for here,
Okay,
to put it,
great,
you know.
thank you
Plus,
very much.
Yeah, no
Do
problem.
appreciate it.
Plus
Thank you
Davey-
so much, Deb.
Hey,
We're
thank
gonna-
you guys.
We're gonna vote to approve at the end, but
Okay.
I think we're
I'll
good
give you
in our
this little
vote.
sheet here. It's a little different from what I wrote up for the,
Yeah, we're
I know I
gonna,
made
if it's okay with you, we're gonna try to add these items to the annual town report, if that's
Uh-huh.
okay.
yeah.
Great.
And I've already written it up for the report in terms of the write-up.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Send
Debbie.
me a copy of that.
But do you have an extra copy of it?
Sure, my printer ran out of ink. I'm going to use my husband's printer, so I only use it to make.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, we had the cemeteries. Ann, did you wanna hold off? Because we still
Yeah,
have
yes,
Cheryl
I
here.
do.
Cheryl, do you wanna tell us about the Historical Society?
We doing the cemetery?
I know you've been waiting all night.
Historical Society,
I didn't rush down here.
Right.
What'd you say?
I said the Historical Society?
Yeah. Okay, we always ask for $900 for programming, and we are doing so this year. And in 2025, we partnered with the library and presented the program, The Year Maine Burned, which was about the fires of 1947, and that was very well attended. We took a 4th grade class on a bus trip to the Historical Society to show them our collections. And we stopped along the way from the school up to the Historical Society, and we stopped at Fitch's General Store, the Cookhouse, which was one of the very oldest houses, and then various other houses that were old along the way, and the East Sebago School. And then we got to the Potter Gym and parked there and told them about all of the buildings in Mud City that had businesses. They were very interested in that. And when we got to the Historical Society, we showed them all of our collections. And I think Donnell was in the back room showing them that stuff. I was in the front room showing them things out there. And Donnell said that the thing that the kids liked the most, she had a watch around her, an old-fashioned watch on a chain around her neck, and they had never heard a watch tick before.
Oh, my God.
They couldn't believe it.
It's like they can't, a lot of kids nowadays, they can't read a regular clock.
Yeah,
Right.
They're like, look
Well-
at it, and they're like, huh?
Yeah.
The school's working on that.
I hope so.
And have
Your
him
son
break out a
included.
rotary phone.
Oh, yeah.
Your son included.
Yeah, I know.
He used to come to my house to fish,
Yep.
and he'd ask me what time it was, and I'd say 11:45, and he's like,
What time's that?
Yeah.
and I'd say,
Yeah, he weren't the brightest
11:40.
bulb.
Huh?
He weren't the brightest bulb. I'm his father, I can
Well,
say
it
that.
was, and that's the way
Yeah.
that they taught him, so
Right.
it wasn't his fault.
He's gonna be a dad in a few
He
weeks.
is?
April 16th.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Time flies.
Yeah. Anyway, when the kids, oh, and then in the front room, the thing that they liked the most was the dry flush toilet.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like the diaper genie.
Yes, remember we
The
talked
diaper
about
genie.
that,
The
the adult
diaper
diaper
genie.
genie those years.
Yeah,
much is.
yeah, exactly. Because when the first kid said,
And then they just come apart.
took her over there, and of course, when she came out, she had to tell everybody else, and then there was a line, everybody wanted to go in.
It's like Disney World.
Yeah. And then as the kids were leaving, we gave them each 2025 and a 2026 calendar to take home. So then they could, in those two calendars, they saw all of the places that we stopped. They could read up about them, show them to their families, and then, of course, this was last year, so then they had the 2026 calendar to use this year.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we'd like to do that every year for the fourth grade class. And then we had our annual fall festival in October, and that was very well attended this year. We had a couple of new participants. Zoe Green churned butter, and Jake and Kathy made ice cream. In one of their, they had a great big ice cream churn, so that was nice. And we had apple pressing and, you know, all kinds of things. And the only program for 2026 that we've scheduled is the Fall Festival, but we'll start up our meetings again in May and add things to the schedule.
Nice.
So we're also requesting $2,000 for building maintenance, and we're planning to re-side the museum this summer. We've already got the, about 1,300 linear feet of shingles painted, and then Tim Mayberry has got another batch from this year's funding, and then we're requesting another 2,000 so we can do more shingles, and hopefully that will do the whole museum, and then we'll have a crew to take the old ones off and put the new ones on.
You gotta shingle it instead of clapboards?
Oh, did I say shingles?
Yeah, they are clapboards.
They're
Okay.
clapboards,
No, I
yeah.
was just curious.
Yeah.
That was part of your ask last year, was also a quantity of money for the clapboards
Right.
replacement.
Yeah, that's what she's,
So-
they're doing half of the total for last year's budget, half this year's budget.
Okay.
They'll have enough. And
There you go.
Tim's already produced those and you guys
That's
are
awesome.
still paying them.
Yeah.
It's good to keep that building up.
Yes, those clapboards, they won't take any more paint.
No,
They're just,
they're falling apart.
yeah, exactly. The paint's holding them together.
Yeah, oh, I know about that.
And then we'll,
You do, Rich? You live in an older house?
Maybe.
I'm gonna talk to Hancock Lumber and see if I can get them to either donate or give us a reduced price on the corner boards and the water table. So
Nice,
we'll get that done.
yeah. Oh, that's great.
So just for clarification, what is the total ask that you're asking for? I just want to make sure it's correct.
$900 for programming and $2,000 for building maintenance.
Because we had 5,700, Cheryl, on ours.
Yeah.
It was the same as last year.
So it's how much, 20?
2,900.
So last
All
year,
told 29.
last year we provided you with 5,700. We thought this year you needed another 5,700. to finish the clapboard work, but.
You should be able to get all the clapboard work done for that, if you do it one more year, I would think.
Yeah.
But your total ask, just to be real clear, just to,
Yeah.
Well,
with the
I was
change
going
of
by
things and
last
whatnot.
month's, last year's paper, which I didn't have, so I was going by the year before.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you wanna like reconfirm that with folks, just to see if you do need the 5,700 this year. Cause the 57 that was allocated last year hasn't been spent to date, so,
It hasn't been spent.
no, it has,
Have you
Yeah.
submitted any invoices?
Well, the treasurer does that.
yeah, just
Well,
ask the treasurer to send the town a bill, cause this is what happens with most small
Yeah.
organizations.
Yeah.
Is over the past 5 years, they've asked for money.
Yeah.
And no one sends an invoice, so we're, you know, for the non-Sebago small organizations, we just don't give money out anymore, because if you're not gonna ask for it, why
Oh, yeah.
are we taxing our residents
Right.
and then you never come to collect?
Well, see, we haven't picked up the shingles.
No, I
mean, the
understand.
Clapboards from
Right,
Tim
from
yet,
Tim,
and
yeah.
that's when we get the
Tell
money.
Tim to get you an invoice so you can send
Well,
it
I
to the town.
left him a message today.
Okay, no, that's good.
At least if you can get it done and the building up kept, that would be the important part here.
Yeah,
I
So
don't
what
know
do we
what it
do
will
with
take
this?
in total, but.
we're changing.
so
the
Cheryl, if you want to, see if the 57,000 that you haven't spent
100.
last year, 57.
I was gonna say,
Been a long day. Been a long day, kids. Okay, so 5,700, ask your folks, is that the 100% for the clapboards? If it is, great. If it isn't, you need another 2,000, great.
Or
If it is,
11,
and you need another 5,700, great. We just need to know so that
Okay.
by the time we vote on this in 2 more weeks, we'll be able to put your final number in there.
Okay, I'll talk to Tim and find out, where he is on.
Right, because he's your only expense, right?
So far, but I don't know
Who's
what I'm
gonna-
gonna get from him.
Who's gonna do the work?
Volunteers.
I know.
Grosvenor, Newcomb,
Grosvenor,
and
Newcomb.
Phil Lowe have offered. I'm
Yep.
gonna ask Tim if he would help
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
And then I'll just put a notice on Facebook asking for volunteers.
I think a lot of people will show
Oh,
up.
Yeah. Somebody who has experience with old houses might
Maybe.
help out.
Grover's real.
Someone
good.
right down the road, right?
Yeah, right, you could walk.
Or Rich could walk.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Place you
understand.
could try for donations wise, try Molten Lumber,
In Cornish.
Oh, down
Cornish.
in Richville,
Cornish.
Oh, they're in Cornish.
Molten.
Bolton, there, the old coal-hide apple storage building there on the corner by Sylvia's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we get a, and I work with Osprey Valley, we get a fair amount from them guys for the fair.
Oh, okay,
Or they'll give us a really, really good discount.
Nice.
all right, yeah.
So they're a smaller place and they do
Yeah.
have a tendency to help out.
Okay, terrific.
So Cheryl, I know you're also here for Sebago Cemetery, is that correct? Did you want to tell us about that? I didn't see a change year over year from last year.
No, it's always $150,
Okay,
and if we have no need for it, then we won't pick up the check.
okay.
But the problem
that's
is
another-
that we need to get the fence finished.
Oh, it's not finished?
No,
No, there's still a little section that still needs to be finished.
Oh,
and the shed needs to be fixed.
yes.
Okay, but we don't know how much money.
What's wrong with your shed?
It's the door.
The
Door's gonna be
door,
way more
the
than 100.
spring in the door broke with me inside.
The garage door?
Yes.
This is the
That's gonna
next
be more than 100.
Yo,
I
yeah.
can,
small
I
cemetery.
can have, the new door company look at it.
Okay.
Or
I'll
the
do the
carpenter
door
guy
company
that Jim's
look at
gonna
it.
hire.
What's that?
That carpenter you're gonna hire too.
Oh, usually garage doors are a little
So
technical.
we need to put some
Springs
money
that
in
take
there
the head
to
off.
finish the fence and
And the door.
fix the door.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather go conservative, put $1,000 in there if you don't spend it.
Yes,
Okay.
So we're
think you
talking
also-
30, 28, 27, 15.
Correct.
you got fence to fix and door to fix,
You said
1,000 is
1,000?
probably a good number.
Yeah,
$1,000.
$1,000.
I would
Just,
say
Can you
that's fine.
figure out how much fence we need and pick it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just using that split rail.
Yeah, I got it from Gorham, that's the last time, they were the best ones, and they had it sitting right there, and
Yeah.
they gave us a good deal with it, so. Actually, they
3028.
still have some.
For Sebago cemeteries, they're asking for
We ran out of
150, we're putting
time, or I
1,000.
think it was
Yeah,
that, or I think it was when
But
Paul
it
got
says
hurt.
zero.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
They were
Nothing.
never
I-
able to actually.
We just didn't have numbers yet.
And the two fences, for some reason, we went.
It will
Down.
get done once you spend the money.
We were keeping it straight with a string,
Just,
they didn't line up,
Cut that check, Cheryl.
they're just far off.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
all right.
It's all right.
Cheryl, you didn't have any other organizations that you're representing this evening?
No, not tonight.
All right, well, you're free to go, and we appreciate your time. Just
Yes,
let us
thank
know what
you.
the number is by next week, and then,
Yeah.
you know, we might even discuss it next week. We could even vote on it then, so.
So the planning board meets weekly?
The budget committee meets
I mean,
for,
right.
usually for 5 weeks straight. We didn't have a quorum last week, so we kind of pushed it down the
Oh.
road. But it's just like 5 weeks to get it done, and then we're done. Because we're more of an advisory committee. We just
Yeah.
recommend to the select board, and then they're the final kibosh. Yes. Well, we would like them to tweet, but
Okay.
not always. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Ann, did you want to talk about small cemeteries?
I do.
All right.
And I don't have much.
No, you don't have to get in the hot seat either.
No, thank goodness. I want to ask if we can roll this $3,500 over for this year. Only because the work didn't get done because the woman broke her leg and couldn't fix the stones.
So she's not able to do that by June 30th either?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So,
So they would have to pass a warrant,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we could pass it,
Well-
we could pass it at selectmen and roll it over.
Is it okay to do that, John?
We've done it.
I know it's not a good,
It's not a good practice, but
Practice.
we've done it.
But yeah, you can do it.
I'll bring it to the board.
They usually do it at the annual town meeting, right?
right, and don't we have that article that
We have an
allows the
article that
select
says
board
that
to
The
roll
select board to
over?
roll over if it's a one that they,
Yeah.
Up to 5%.
it's usually with
something.
paving and reconstruction, but
Yeah.
we can do it.
Yeah,
okay, it's just that we're kind of in a mess, and we also
It makes sense.
have a plaque to go in that cemetery
Below the
behind
dump.
the dump. And we gotta get that done.
It's sitting
I know
down.
it's sitting there. And also, we're doing another plaque for a cemetery way up, called Sanborn Cemetery. It's inaccessible now, but, we're gonna do a plaque. We have the names of all the people that are in the cemetery.
Where's that one, off Barnes Road?
Yes,
Yeah.
and, so that's included in this, and we'll be okay with it.
no, that's fine. That warrant article, Scotty, you didn't foresee the town having to roll over a whole lot to next year, right?
Not that I know of,
Not
but
yet.
other than that, if that, what's in paving and reconstruction don't get spent, yes.
Right.
It's-
Okay.
We don't wanna, paving and reconstruction, never wanna give money
No,
back.
no.
We need to spend it.
No,
year
you
to
do,
year.
yeah.
And, only question I got in, how long's it been since we have gone around and had the ones with veterans in it? We used to go around and have them cleaned.
Every year.
Every year, and they put the flags on
They
them
cleaned the
too.
stones though, for the veterans?
No, no.
That we
don't
did,
do
that's
those.
something we used to do, so I didn't know if they still did that. or not.
No,
The power
and
washer.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a company that came in and we did
Oh,
power
okay.
washing, and then back then I did a lot of, the small cemeteries, like the bases, any bases and stood stones, and we.
well, that's what we're trying to do, is to get the stones back up.
Benson Monument Works did it for us back then, they might be a person to, call and talk with.
Yeah,
And give it, they could come over probably, like, not, per se, not this year, but have them come over and have somebody go around with them, bring them to all the cemeteries, and then point out the work that you would want done, and then have them quote us a price. Because cemetery, you know what a cemetery is, I do, it's somebody's last piece that was from Sebago on this earth.
Right.
So we need to take care of that.
Oh, yeah.
and actually, we're very conscientious. We go to every cemetery
Yeah.
every year to see
No,
what's
I
being
realize.
done. And I don't know if if Dana, his contract is up or not, but he does a great job
No.
of the cemeteries. so-
Yeah.
I feel he does too.
Yeah,
It was a couple of years ago, I forget the gentleman that came and really fixed that head wall at the Haley
Yeah,
Cemetery,
that-
which was,
and he's never finished it.
That's where I ruined my back on that end.
well, no, but I mean, he finished.
He did.
He finished the retaining wall. There's still a couple stones that need to be reset, but that's pretty much it. It looks a lot better
Oh,
than it
it's
did
great.
before.
Back,
Yeah.
28 years, almost 30 years ago, kid had knocked over 27 of the stones in that cemetery.
Oh,
My
God.
grandmother's and my grandfather.
Right.
And I was passing the base on your end where they fixed that wall, the base of one of them big stones up to Abe and Kenny Chase.
Yep.
And they couldn't hold it, and they came back on me, and I ruptured 5 discs in
Oh
my
my
back.
gosh.
Those
Those stones are monumental, as you know.
No, the base of the stone probably was 400 pounds, way more than I should have been lifting,
It's amazing, yeah.
but no. So I'm passionate about cemeteries,
Yeah, no, we all should be. It's history.
and if I know where all our cemeteries are. There's not a lot of people that really realize there's a ton of them.
No, there are
49.
so
Last
many.
count, right?
Yeah, that's why they have a small cemetery committee.
Yeah, I can bring you and show you
Say, I've
someday.
got the list sitting at the shop,
Yep.
it's 2 pages.
Well, I mean, it's basically like everyone that had a family plot, it turned into a cemetery.
Cemetery.
Willy-nilly, and then the Haleys formed a corporation,
Yeah.
and then when they passed, they just transferred
And then
it to the
it's,
town.
On Picket Mountain Road, you go up there and off to the left, there's a road with a gate, a red gate. Out there's a single girl.
There
that
is.
I think she's a Douglas even, sits out in the middle of the woods there. She's buried all by herself away from.
It's a man, Scott, that they didn't know who it was.
I thought it was a young girl.
Really?
The stone reads a young girl,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
yes, I didn't read the stone. We were there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I think
Okay.
we've completed all of the items. I know Carl said he couldn't be here from Sebago days. He had sent me a message. I think his ask was 8,500.
No,
No,
it
it's,
wasn't 37, it was 7,300 in the letter that he sent.
Oh,
Wait,
7,300.
didn't the board do something with Carl about, because it's the 200th year, we were gonna,
To give, up to 10,000.
10,000.
I think it's a financial
It's
resolve.
financial resolve, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he asked for that last year, and that was already approved, right?
No, we
Well,
just,
I don't
this
do
is,
that for
this
last
year,
year.
this year, as far as the fireworks, his money is gonna not have to be, it's gonna be, what he wants is separate from the firework fund, because.
No, I know,
the
but
town
I thought
basically-
didn't he need money to pay the first half of like motor booty affair or whatever?
Yeah, probably, but this is gonna loosen money up for him with the town, we're hoping to do a 10,000 resolve or something on the fireworks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they came in asking for 4 and
Ann's
left
gonna
us
stay
10.
the same, and the small cemeteries, it's gonna be the
You're gonna stay,
15,500,
were you gonna put it at 1,000?
It'll be the same, and
Oh,
then you're
oh,
looking
oh, that
to
was the last
roll
one.
over
That
the
was the other one.
35.
Yes.
I'm
So,
all
in all
confused.
reality, you'll have $7,000 to work with.
No.
If you're gonna look to roll that 3,500 over,
Well, I don't, that's all we need is the
so
3,500.
we're not doing anything this year.
No.
That's,
So roll the
So you're asking-
3,500.
she's
Yeah.
asking for nothing, just to roll the 3,500.
Right.
Okay.
So that knocks that down.
And then, I mean, Carl's message did say 7,300, so.
Okay, well, how come we've got 85?
Because it was the carryover from last year, which we've already spent. The 8,500 was the increase, the $1,200 increase from Michael for anything the town wanted to do, which we already put on the dinner.
Right, so
Um,
that's why we're at 14,644 year to date. So we're like, we already
Well,
almost doubled it.
They also, Carl went to a select board meeting, asked for $4,000 to cover the down payment on the select board, or the
The
fireworks,
banners. Oh, yeah.
and left with 10 for the down payment on,
For the 200th year
For the band.
celebration.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, for the fireworks.
For the fireworks,
That
okay.
was
Yeah.
the down payment for the fireworks.
I mean, it's Sebago Days, it's the anniversary, I don't have any objections to any of it, but.
So
I
what's the
just-
bottom line on this?
So he's asking for 73.
73.
That's in his letter.
Yeah, that's in
Yes.
his letter, and that's what he
Okay.
confirmed
Yes.
on an email, so we're good
So
on
I'll
that.
change that to 73. 40022317.
Yes.
7,300.
So in addition to those changes, we had the reduction in small cemeteries, we had the increase in Sebago Cemetery to 1,000, and everything else on our small orgs, library, food pantry, Historical Society has stayed the same. So I just move to approve at those numbers that we have previously indicated, just so we have tentative approval before we have our final vote on everything.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing
I
none?
just would like to see it, we need updated numbers before we actually take the final vote.
No, we will, yeah. No, we'll make sure that happens. Letitia's working on it as we speak.
Yep.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? That's everybody. Thank you all for attending, and we'll see you next week.
We do have, so for next meeting, Wednesday, 6 PM, correct?
Yep, that's the 18th.
Thank you. I'm working backwards here. 6 PM, new business will be Parks Rec.
Yeah,
General
actually,
government-
it'll all be old business with Parks, Rec, general government, admin benefits, and bylaws.
And the
Third-party request, if we, once we all have a chance to
Yeah.
look at it, I will include the one from the response I received from the Bridgeton Community Center. I will put that in an email so you guys all have the information.
No, we
and
have
can
that
discuss.
in an email, but you can send it again.
No, she sent some clarifying
Oh,
stuff
okay,
today.
gotcha.
So, next, my good lord. What order do we want to do the new business for next week?
I mean, we'd probably do,
Do we, what,
let's
is,
do Rec first, just, we'll
yeah,
get.
would he be on overtime? Or will he come?
Nah,
in?
he has a flex schedule, so I don't know.
So rec is now its own enterprise?
I mean, Rec, it's always been its own thing, it's just they have a department head.
I'm happy to see the direction rec went.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
It's what we've needed for this town for a long time.
yeah.
But I guess where I was headed is, are we gonna see the revenue side? I know it's not gonna cover the expenses.
No, we're definitely gonna see revenue changes, and they've had pretty good donations to a lot of the programming as well, like the ski and ride club, they had so many donations, so it's
I
covered.
think the
all.
pickleball does pretty well too.
It does pretty well, yep. And just, the leagues are organized, we're collecting the money.
And I don't know with rec, we'll be asking, but in the rec department, I don't know if he covers the gym floor, but that gym floor is passion, that's a passion of mine, because I
Yeah.
helped put it back there.
Yep,
And that needs to be redone again this year.
yeah.
I bet that's on the town hall, don't you? Might be.
Is it on the town hall?
That's under his
Maintenance.
budget.
Maintenance on the
Yeah.
town hall?
Was
Is
it-
there money in there to do that?
Yeah, there's plenty of money.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
Wow.
So Parks, General
Should be
government,
like 8,000 at least.
And then bylaws last.
admin,
Just the other day, I forget what it was.
Benny's, yeah, that whole crap.
Yeah, GA, or, did we invite
Can we-
Barry?
Can we please make sure to invite Barry to next week's meeting so he can be here for GA? Pretty please.
Is he's still doing it?
He is.
Yes.
Yes, we invited him last time, I don't, he didn't show up, but we didn't
No,
have
he
the
did-
meeting anyway.
He had no knowledge whatsoever about the meeting.
No, it's okay. We're picking
So
up the
we just
pieces.
need to, yep, we just need to make sure.
That one.
And
The
GA,
other
Not
person
yet.
I thought of was Helen Twombly.
Oh, yeah.
Health officer?
Health officer, yep. She's under GA.
Oh, boy.
no.
I mean,
she's in
government
town.
admin.
She would be under,
Yeah.
she has her own.
She's her own.
I'm saying
department.
GA is government admin, not
Oh, okay,
general
yep.
assistance.
Yeah.
And
And then health,
that's pretty much it. And then,
Abrams.
He did it, so. I'll
Yeah.
find
can
out
Christina come as well?
His thoughts are.
Christina and I present,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because
she's-
we're all under that.
Right, no, I just wanted to make sure she was here just to talk about the assistant that's been helping across the board.
Yeah, no, she will, yeah. Christina will be doing her budget, right, John?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, he's the one that's done the original.
So that covers,
I know how.
Legally, we gotta,
I did it.
so all,
Trust me.
we need to make a decision about third-party requests. As much as I would love to have the Bridgeton Community Center heard, it is up to you guys, because I have to abstain.
No, I get it.
so-
It's just that, like, we can't do business off the record. Like, I just don't have input from John. I mean, we could take a consensus here. I know you're abstaining, but, I mean, it's just been my opinion that because no third parties besides the Sebago folks have actually submitted invoices, that we just don't allow third parties to ask us for money anymore, because, like, if you're a charity, you fundraise, and, like, if you don't have a person to do that, then you're the executive director and you do everything. I get it, but I just don't think the town needs to be handing out money. That's my personal opinion, not as, the chair or anything. Others may have opinions.
It used to be a big thing
Yeah,
before,
it
Yes.
was.
and people would come in and get their money, but evidently that's changed a lot.
Yes.
But I also think it's kind of like this dog and pony show that all these organizations go around to every town and ask for money, and it's just, like, I understand you can do that, but I just think, private donors are gonna be your base, and you should be asking for
And
money
a
from
lot of
those
it's
folks,
so that they can get a grant.
Right,
So,
yeah. So anyways, I mean, that's just my opinion. I'd like to, if we say no to one outside organization, I'd like to say no to all, just to be consistent.
the only one that bothered me was Lifeline, and that's just because
No, I get it, but they do get huge grants.
they do, and
you know.
they're heavily endowed, and,
And the hospitals do contribute to that as well.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
so.
I'm gonna.
And your
just-
riding is not cheap.
No.
No, it's huge.
I'm
I've
gonna-
been riding one, trust me.
Yeah. Oh, it's-
Not to beat a
Crazy.
horse to death, this is the first year Bridgeton Community Center has asked because the town of Bridgeton is forcing them. They've completely changed everything that she was hired to do.
Right.
And have now said, yeah, no, we're not gonna support you. You need to go find your own money. So
Right.
and this was done within the past 2 months.
How much
She's
does
scrambling.
Bridgeton give to this?
That is something I don't think I have, but I could get that information.
You know, I mean,
I know she's going to
They should
13
Karen, what's it
towns.
for?
The Bridgeton Community Center, if my phone is not dead, let me read it to you, because that would be the easiest, and that way I don't screw up.
But it's hard, but it's like, you shouldn't penalize this one organization because everyone else has like given up on it.
I just don't think it's a proper use of municipal
It's
taxes.
public money, yeah.
And just think of the.
This is what she wrote.
501c3s out there that can ask for money.
Funding request for community support programs.
so much to take.
The Bridgeton Community Center is a nonprofit 501c3 housed in a municipal building in Bridgeton, has long served as a hub for vital community programming. Until now, we have not sought financial assistance from surrounding towns. However, with the growing demand for our services from individuals living outside of Bridgeton, we are reaching out this year to request $1,500 in financial support. This request reflects our commitment to build a more equitable funding structure in which all benefiting communities contribute to the programs their residents rely on. The $1,500 will directly support program costs for senior lunch, outreach initiatives, and the role of our community resource navigator. Community impacting, senior lunches, it reduces food insecurity, combats social isolation, and fosters supportive networks amongst our vulnerable populations. Community Resource Navigator connects individuals to essential local, town, state, and federal resources, ensuring access to basic needs and promoting family stability. Your support will help us sustain high-quality program, ease the financial strain, and strengthen collaboration across our region.
Karen, what
Do-
programs have you taken advantage of?
Right, I was gonna say, do they list how many Sebago residents
Yeah.
Yes.
partake in
Yes.
this?
Yes.
That's a question I was gonna.
In the, she sent me the update. I wanted to take a moment to offer additional information pertaining to our outside agency request for $1,500 and the programs it will go towards supporting. At present, we have served approximately 10 Sebago community members during this fiscal year and anticipate that number to grow before year end. As you can imagine, there are times when asking for assistance can be challenging and it takes a lot of work outside our comfort zone to do so. We want to continue to remove that barrier through our Community Resource Navigator program. The CRN connects individuals to essentially blah, 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 blah. That was the same thing she had in the other one. Senior Lunch Program offers opportunities to reduce social isolation, form new friendships and support systems, and assist with food insecurities.
This is
While we
for
recommend
seniors?
a $3 donation, we do not require one and will never turn someone away who's not able to contribute. At present, we serve approximately 5,000 meals annually. Our gaming groups also offer opportunities that aid in a reduction of social isolation, encourage new friendships, support systems, and offer leadership opportunities that may otherwise not be available. That is specifically what my son runs. He runs one of the gaming groups and has for the past 12 years.
Yeah.
He facilitates it. So this is very, very near to me, so.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I get it, and it's like, you know, when you talk to parents here in town, like, there's so many groups outside of Sebago
Yeah.
that folks take advantage of, like, you know, like our kids did the archery program at
Yes.
Bridgeton Rec that was run by the church that's right next to the rec center. And then a
There
lot
are-
of people go to Westbrook or Gorham
Yeah.
for
And if
things.
some of the stuff was actually offered here in town, that would be a different story.
Oh, people would sign up. too.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe that's something we should look at doing, maybe talk to Cameron.
Yep.
The only concern I have is if you did that, how many other towns are gonna, is Naples got one of these? You
No.
know, next thing you know, you
Mhm.
got 90 people here asking for funds of $1,500, and
Yeah,
that's when it becomes a big deal.
Oh,
There used to be a long
absolutely.
list.
Oh, I know
yeah,
it
it
is.
was, but yeah, yeah, the
And
first year
it's
I served.
sort of gone the way of the dodo as far as, you know, a lot of towns have stopped giving because you can only give so much.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, that,
And I
That's
understand
a
how you
concept.
feel, I just still feel that we need to keep, you know, we don't need to do all this. but-
yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm good at either way, like I said, I can't vote on this.
No, no, I get
This
it.
is much too close for me.
No, no, I get it, and, you know, I mean, I just think, like, we could even consider it next week, I would vote against it, just because I wanna keep it consistent, so, I'll just say my piece.
And I would too.
Yep,
Okay.
Mr. Merrill?
I would not vote for it. I don't think that's the proper use of municipal taxes.
Yep,
No, that's good. All right, so
Yep.
it is
Not a
what it
problem.
is, we'll go on from there, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
You got a second?
Second.
All right. Yeah.
All in
All in
favor?
favor? All right, let's do it.